Hey guys, so I said I would hop on and do a video of day 4 notes, so here it is. One of the methods I showed you is the least common denominator method. So if you multiply everything by what the least common denominator would be, so in this case, we have a 3, a 4, and a 6, so 12 is the least common multiple of those. Because there's a y, y is also part of that least common denominator. So if you multiply by what the least common denominator would be, it makes it so that all of the denominators and all of your fractions cancel out. So we're going to multiply everything by 12y. Now we're multiplying by 12y, which is a whole number, that's why it's up on top. And what I want to show you real quick, so if you look at this 12y times 3y, I'll come over here to the side. So 12y over 3y. Well, 12y is 4 times 3 times y over 3 times y, right? So the y and the y cancel out, the 3 and the 3 cancel out, and that's why you're left with this 4. So instead of doing that every time, all I can do, or all I have to do is come over here and say, okay, my y and my y cancel out. My 12 divided by 3, that's 4, just like I showed you over here. And then all you have left is the 4 times the 5. Now in the next one, the y and the y cancel out. 12 divided by 4 is 3, so now you have 3 times 6, and you don't have any more denominator, because that 12y has 4y as a factor, so it cancels out, just like over here. And then last but not least, over here on the right, we have 12 and 6 cancel out, leaving a 2, and now you have 2 times 1. So then we have 4 times 5. I'm going to do black. So 4 times 5 minus 3 times 6 equals 2 times 1. You don't have to write all of those out. Oh, where did I forget a y? I forgot a y here. So wait a minute, my y didn't cancel out, so I have a 2y up here. So this is 2y times 1. Okay, now 4 times 5 is 20. Minus 18, excuse me, equals 2y. And we have 2 equals 2y. Divide by 2. And y equals 1. Now you can do that by getting least common denominators too if you want. Like some of you had done in class. If you want to do it that way, it's a little bit more work, but it's okay. So I will do that on the next page. Oh, did not mean to do that. Okay. So if you did want to get common denominators and combine things, you still need to change your denominators to be a 12y. So you could multiply the numerator and the denominator by 4 here to get 20 over 12y. And you could multiply this by 3, the numerator and the denominator both by 3, to get minus 18 over 4y. And now technically you don't need to change that 1 over 6 either. Oops, that's not 4, that should be 12. So now when you combine these, you have 2 over 12y equals 1 over 6. And then we could use what we did the other day with cross multiplying. 2 times 6 is 12. 12y times 1 is 12y. And then divide both sides by 12. And y would equal 1. So either way you want to do it, you can. It's just up to you what you think is faster. I prefer the other way. I feel like there might be less of a chance of making an error. Okay, so for instance, this one, I'm going to use the least common denominator method. Now I put a big star next to this one for a reason, FYI. So the least common denominator of these is going to be 12. It's the least common multiple of 4, 3, and 12. I'm going to multiply everything by 12. That doesn't change my equation at all. As long as I multiply every term by 12, I'm fine. And then we have the right side. That's 12 times 17 over 12. Well, if you did that in your calculator, you would end up with just 17 because the 12s cancel out. And then in that middle term, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So now we don't have a denominator. And in the left side, 12 over 4 is 3. So now we have these things. We have 3 times x minus 3, 4 times 2, and 17. So if we bring that down, we have 3 times x minus 3 plus 4 times 2, and that equals 17. Distribute 3x minus 9 plus 8 equals 17. That leaves us with 3x minus 1 equals 17. Now it's just adding and dividing to get x by itself. So 3x equals 18. Divide by 3. X equals 6. Now if you did it another way and you get 6, that's great. Now let's do a couple more. I believe I have a homework problem. So number 6 in the homework, we'll do that one. And if I'm going too fast for you guys, remember it's a video, you can pause it, you can rewind. So the least common denominator of these two fractions is going to be, well, 3, because 1 and 3, the least common multiple of 1 and 3 is 3, and then x. So I'm going to multiply everything by that. Now I'm going to cross cancel. So the x in the 3x cancels with the x in the denominator. This 3x and this 3x cancel out. And then we're left with 3x times 1. So we have 3 times 2, 3 times, oh, nope, not 3 times, hold on. Just 10, and then 3x. So we have 6 plus 10 equals 3x. 6 plus 10 is 16. Divide by 3. And then x equals 16 over 3. And that's that. And then I'll do number 7. Okay, the least common denominator of 5 and 2. It's going to be 10. So we'll multiply everything by 10. Then we have 10 divided by 5 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then we have 14 times 10. So I'll highlight again the things that we have left once everything's canceled. So we have 2 times x, 2x, plus, because that's a plus, 5 times x equals 140. 2x plus 5x is 7x. That equals 140. Then I divide both sides by 7, and x equals 20. Remember, you can always plug it in too to make sure it works. 20 over 5 plus 20 over 2 is equal 14. Let's see. 20 over 5 is 10. Not 10. 20 over 2 is 10. 20 over 5 is 4. And then, there we go. 14 equals 14. So that checks. Okay? So if you guys need help with this, feel free to come after school. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be after school. And, I mean, you can watch this video. There's also really great resources online. I put a few links in Google Classroom that you can always refer back to. MathBits Notebook is good. Khan Academy also has really good videos, too. But, yeah, if you want me to do more videos like this, just let me know. There are certain topics I'll definitely do them for automatically so that you can come back and look at them. But I hope this helped. Okay, have a good weekend, guys. Bye.